side of New York City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. 50. Slant.
On first down, McFarland. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
54. Mike 54.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Love. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check safety, check safety. Check 42.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. He finds an opening past the 40 and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McFarland. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. Looking to throw. Love. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Ain't no such thing Take the win. Yep. Let go. 54 is much. General. Flash. 54. Watch 54. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Don't get nervous. Check. Crunch. 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 Rush in. Rush in. Rush on. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Deep, tighten up.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 6 yards away. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go. Henry, 51. Watch the slant. Go. Motion, motion, motion. Hey, Mike, 50.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. Switch ball. Here we go. Right here, guys. Fight. Mike, 51. Bandit. Bandit. 51's a Mike. 51.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Caught here by Bell. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
From the gun, King. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
he would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To throw on 2nd down. Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Bell. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. What's that? Tell me to do. All day, every day, any day. Check.
King on 3rd and 2. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
54 miles. Focus, defense, focus. Watch the twins. Watch the twins. Smoke. Go, go. Ready, go.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Bravo! Let's put that team on the punt. Chopper! Chopper! Let's go!
On 2nd down now, McFarland. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
6 on the play. It's now 4th down.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Now this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
He's not going to get me.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
King now on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. tuck it and run. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe there's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold him.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sip through.
Throwing on first down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, watch delay. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54, Mike 54. Ready.
Back to throw. Love. And the pressure gets to him again. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch twins. Protein spin. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Jack
looking to throw. Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw is King. Throwing to start the drive. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. King. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Eric Ebron, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now as you
and he's into the clear. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 75 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now King to throw on second down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. King. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. He'll return it from the 6. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
On first down, Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll try the left side. McFarland, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 8, read. You got nothing today. You got nothing. No. H3, 2, 18, chopper. Go.
To throw on third down. Love trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. The 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Steelers' 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Right there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now he'll escape to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Ryan Shazier got in that time. The first-round pick of 2014. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. King being chased out left. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Love. He's going to loft one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35 on 1st down. McFarland. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try and sneak it here. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. In for the score. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will finally get him down. How about that return? They'll be set up well as time has run out in this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's King. Throwing to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Set. Back go to base. Check back 21. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
King operating from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Bell. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
On second down, McFarland. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 33.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Got it. Check Mike 54. Blue dog working. Blue dog working. Out, 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 out. Mike 50. Exit. Mike 50.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. Over the middle, it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
66. Fully high. Alpha. Set. Go.
Back to throw. Love. And this is caught at the 8. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage, because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Switch. Right, 64, weak. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you, boy. Orbit. Hey, watch that.
Operating from the gun. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. Kick is indeed good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it. Neither
of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. It's a very short kick, taken by an up man. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.